Yeah, hi everyone. We, the students of IIM New Delhi, have been done this project report of strategic management in IT industry. So, I, Venkata, and Vignesh, Navneet, Utkarsh Sharma, Abhinav Bajoria, and Rishika Padia have done this project, and we have done under the assistance of our professor Ashutosh Khanna. So, with regarding this IT industry, the Indian IT industry has been very early brought up in our country, and major players were like Tata Consultancy Services and Infosys were set up in approximately at around 1968 and 1981. However, there was not much contribution then, but after the economic reforms in 1991, the Indian IT industry has been a growth of a lot significantly. And if we can see, like TCS has been clearly a market leader, and there has been a share of 10% in the overall Indian IT industry. And if we can see the IT industry revenue breakup across the various years, see the exports and domestic level hardware and digital e-coms and Indian IT industry. And coming to the Indian IT industry, the Indian IT industry has been the sourcing destination across the world, accounting to the 55% market share of US 200 to 250 billion dollars global. And their sources have been saying that across 75% of the digital is being done by the um, IT industries in our country. And also we can say the sector wise production also, it has IT services has been done very good thing in sector wise projection with the year to year growth. There has been a 6.7% increase in IT services, and in BPM there has been 8.20% growth, and in engineering and R&D, research and development, there has been 11% growth, and the software products growth has been 9.60, and hardware has been 6.10, and e-commerce 25.60 respectively. Also, NASCOM has launched an online platform that aimed in the upskilling of 2 million technological professionals and skilling another 2 million potential employees and students. So India is the topmost offshore destination for the IT companies across the world. So now I would like to my friend Utka Sharma to continue this special analysis of IT industry.
So coming to the pestle analysis, we could see the political factors affecting that could events that are affecting the IT industry as a whole. So there is see as an advantage there we can see there is a little influence of political situations due to the government, and there are no major tech jobs given to US companies that are outsourcing out IT jobs. Could you just scroll down, Venkat? Okay, so there are one major issue is the certain level of there is a certain level of ambiguity regarding the tech structure of the IT services around the that are working around the globe. So coming to the economic factors, we can see that the IT industry is in a good phase where it is seeing a very good growth. But the major economic events that could affect the Indian IT industry could be the exchange rate, because the IT service sector is very much dependent on these source outsourcing products that are being sourced to India from the US. The exchange rate is of utmost important to the IT service sector, and the other could be the hedging exchange risks and the future contracts. And coming to the social factors, we could see like the change in the demographics participation in the IT industry has been a very major thing happening in the IT industry. So coming to the technological sector factors, there is a major disruption going on with coming to the new 4G technologies like the uh, 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 like we could see the cloud computing and services and at all. And coming to legal factors, there is a like could you scroll down, Venkat? Hello, hello. So legal factors that could affect the IT industry are the major the issue of the data privacy and data localization issue that are coming to the to the Europe and the India also, with the data localization policy by the Indian IT ministry. So that's all regarding the pestle analysis. Then my friend will take over the two major companies part.
Thank you, Utkarsh. So one of the leading companies in IT sector is TCS, Tata Consultancy Services. It was established in 1968. Now it is a proud second highest market cap company in India, and since its inception, it has 142 offices in more than 49 in more than 40 locations, and more than 4 lakh employees working for it. Other than that, TCS offers a range of IT services, outsourcing, and business solutions. They also offer IT infrastructure services, business processing, outsourcing services. The major chunk of the revenue comes from America and from the BFSI sector. Now, my friend Navneet will take over the SWOT of TCS.
Okay. Now coming to the SWOT analysis of TCS. So if you look at the strengths of TCS, as we all know that TCS has got deep pockets and it has got an extra cash of more than $7 billion, which it usually it invests in some good investing activities. And next, coming to TCS has a very good strong dominance in the domestic market, and as we all know that it backs a lot of government projects in India, and it has also got a very good client base, and it has got a good balanced portfolio services like in IT structure, business intelligence, and BPS. And coming to weakness, the major weakness is that it's most of its client bases are mostly most of them are dependent on North American, European markets, and and the other thing is, okay, now coming to the opportunities, probably it needs to start taking the inorganic growth acquisitions like banking, finance, and digital technologies, and it needs to tap in the markets of China and Asia Pacific, as we all know that it's mostly dependent on European and North American markets. And coming to the threats of TCS, so the main competitors of TCS are Wipro, Infosys, and Accenture. So it will leads to a lot of pricing wars, and it can limit the market share of TCS. And and it as we all know that IT industry has got higher attrition rate, so it could increase the leadership. It could increase the training cost of the new employees who we would like to uh, incorporate in the organization. So next part will be taken by Abhinav Bajoria.
Yeah. So now coming to our second company, L&T Technology Services. It was founded in 2009 as L&T Integrated Engineering Services. In its first year, the company generated 70 million in revenue. Initially, it only operated as an engineering arm of the L&T, and in 2013, as a result of the L&T strategy, the parent company was split into 9 verticals and 6 subsidiaries, of which this was one. It began to expand its engineering services as a developer of new technology solutions for other companies under a brand name L&T Technology Services. In 2017, L&T Technology developed a set of personal safety gear that is based on cloud-based technologies. The system includes a set of helmets, gloves, jackets, shoes that have sensors capturing performance and sending it to a centralized database on cloud. Similar to TCS, the chunk of its revenue comes from North America, but on the contrary, its major contributing sector is transportation and not uh, and not uh, and not BFSI, as in the case of TCS. The SWOT of L&T will be taken over by Vignesh.
Yeah. So starting with the strengths here, LTTS has been expert at entering new markets, and after that, automation of the products is one of the major strength for them. And over these years, they have built a very strong distribution network and R&D capabilities. Now, LTTS is compared to other companies, LTTS is successful at execution of new projects. So coming to weakness, so they have a lack of investment in technology. This is the area where which they can improve. Now, compared to other IT sector companies, LTTS has a very high attrition rate. And let's come to the opportunities now. So the new taxation system policy have been has given an opportunity for LTTS to increase its profitability. And as I said, they have a lack of investment in technology. This part would be a very good opportunity for them. If they invest more in technology, then they would gain the market share. And after a long period of recession and slow growth rate, it has now become a little bit stable, which is a very good opportunity for them to build its market share. So coming to the last part, threats. Now the shortage of skilled workforce in this sector is a major threat for them. And as we discuss about technologies, there are many more companies which has a very good technologies, and those competitors would be a threat for them. Now, rising pay levels and increases in price in China has been a very serious pressure on them on profitability of the company. Now, Rishi will take over.
Thank you, Vignesh. Now we're talking about the technologies that will disrupt in next 5 years. So technology is always evolving and this shaping the future. So there is a one of the technology which is artificial intelligence. The growth of artificial intelligence in technology sector is remarkable. Like in next 5 years, we expect that AI will play a significant role in transforming workplace and environment of manual labor, and this new technology disruption will loss of human jobs and at a massive rate, like as company tend to prefer economic and efficient system. Like the best example of this is a chatbots, and also this chatbot is used in insurtech means insurance and technology sector. Like they make AI based insurance chatbots. So with them they provide solution to their customer. So with this automated system, the internal process internal process will reduce, and the AI based insurance software process the claims and service quickly. Now we're talking about the robotic process. So robotics is also one of the major technology disruption in the upcoming years. And with this passage of time, it will become a more advanced and more smart, and replacing the many chunks of human in operations. Um, key technology is screen scraping, workflow automation, artificial intelligence. It is one of the example of the robotics. Now we talk about the blockchain. We know blockchain because of the bitcoins, because the blockchain is backbone of the cryptocurrencies. And blockchain works on the concept of decentralization, where duplicate copies of each ledger are stored in various locations, like one in India, one in USA, one in UK, so like that. Now we talk about the IoT, Internet of Things. This is the interconnection sensors and software programs which embedded with physical device, like we use it in we use in home automation system, like major players like Google, Apple. Now Geo also take part on this and provide IoT solutions to their users and their customers. And now we talk about the AR and VR, augmented reality and virtual reality. So augmented reality and virtual reality will play a very large role in movies and also games. Like we know in uh, right now that some of the games are VR based and AR based. So this thing will disrupt the new technologies like old TV fashion or PS5. So now this is all our project, and we raised our project right now. Thank you.